Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are...
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll leave it with him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here's the handoff. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. No huddle here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the they go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Getting some heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the single back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. All kinds of running room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special.
Hey, that's a live ball. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets rid of it. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll try to get outside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He rifles one deep to the left. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think the difference.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
To the air on first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the coverage.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Makes a grab over the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. For this offense. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The back goes in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snags it over the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. The give out of the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Safe completion on the screen. Showing off the arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They want to just keep throwing it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Defense trying to come up to the stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think because of this offense's inability to run the football, I think play action is going to be a little bit trickier and harder for them to now pull off, because this defense is just not expecting run, or they're not afraid of their ability to run the football.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete in the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the ground. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Jukes his way for more. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. First down for this offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. A first down for the offense. The give on the counter. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's in for the touchdown. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops. And you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They want that clock to run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Zings it complete to the right.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he will house it.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Now now for the extra point try late in the game.
Extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He makes the catch. Tackled after picking up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Coming after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. Kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll put the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Rasmussen. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Got a man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks.
And they got him for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though's got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
They'll run the option. Fakes his man out. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's a first down for the offense.
On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Pushes ahead. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get that lathered up and get a little bit more of a look.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Off the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Working that left side now. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide out set.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup here before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Final play of the quarter coming. Bully ball on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Spins away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Good enough for first down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He's right on target. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play action fake.
Run play with the quarterback. Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Middle Tennessee!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Georgia is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get him down after he makes the catch. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking left. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. Going to the run, it's Rasmussen.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush. But, man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some real pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They get to the line quickly.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense, picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for space. It's Rasmussen. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got a man. It's Goodman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. putting 3 on the board. The kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He makes the connection. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, wants to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're facing a third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he's wrestled to the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the hurry up.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense getting set for first down. Reads it, fires complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Goes to the option. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Give to the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's a touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They'll try to tack one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting Uga the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run this one off right tackle. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. He'll do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Spits it out to the back. This time he's got it. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Rides to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll run the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Power ahead. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 3rd and inches. Who can impose his will? On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He leaves it with his back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The option look. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Offense set on 1st down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry. Just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltoppers will have some work to do after that short return. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Taking it the other way. The tag. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one, registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll run play action. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. to grab it. What a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the shotgun, the hand.
On that RPO play, look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Tackle was made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They believe they can run right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Fires to the wideout. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Give to the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the punt team. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He leaves it with the back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it in the end zone.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw and do. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air.
Second down coming up.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They run the reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Offense in a bunch formation. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw. It's Downs. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Downs. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Hilltoppers have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that with Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Downs. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it shows.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get... Kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. New Mexico State lines up quickly. They want to run it left here. Firm, no pickup at all on that play. gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Zings it complete to the right.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They almost got a first down there. Stop the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Tempo in overdrive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Aggies get it past the sticks. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating this guy and making an accurate play.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes his connection. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Offense, quick tempo.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. Looking for a crease to the left. Runs through the tackle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. He's going to pass. Fires left. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that cone. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Coming after it. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Between the uprights, it's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Toppin. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Galladay. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Leaves it with the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see that 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw it again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Bringing it back, it's Toppin. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good.
The kick is good.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good. But man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
On second down, he'll fire. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice move to keep moving. Tackle is made after the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for a man on second down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want to try the other side of the field.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. No huddle here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the option. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
The inside handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. New Mexico State lines up quickly. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. The defense stayed home and made the play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes them look.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll throw it on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab outside. It's Marquez. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.